Hi ho wee way. Happy Monday. How's it going? Pre-rolls are back on, but ads have been turned off. So now, once you watch an ad, it's over. It's done. It didn't really work out how I anticipated it. I was trying to get it so more people could watch, but it's still like too often. I just didn't like it, and I was getting annoyed by it. So ads are off. Minus the pre-roll that you have to watch. I can't do anything about that. So, uh, yeah, no problem. Yeah, it was annoying to me as well. So, and it didn't really bring that many new people in anyway. So I was hoping that would make more people click and watch the stream because Twitch is like, I think it's like 60% of people bounce after pre-roll. Yeah, but I'll do it through the regulars. Word of mouth is the best thing. So as always, if you like it, tell your friends, and that's the best way to share the stream. Do like Omagona. Bring in some more people. Okay. Anyway, long roundabout way to say, let's get into some stories. If this is your first time watching, that's K9000. I'm Jason, and we're just doing a choose your own adventure story with an AI. So let's get right into some stories. Thank you, Anime, for a spooky prompt right off the bat. Here we go. And I've also added something that sure why not recommended. So when the story ends, we'll have a new command that ends the stories. It's a little bit familiar if you've been watching AiPD for a while. Sometimes it's a moral of the story. Sometimes it's a sequel. We'll find out. We'll see what happens. What's up, Rex? Just got the email. Oh, okay. Email notifications. We're right about to start a new story. All right, here we go. This prompt is from Anime. Thank you, Anime.
You are Dracula, a vampire whose original coffin was sold at a thrift store. You go to the house of the new owner of the coffin. You find the coffin in the living room. You open up the coffin and see that it's full of copies of Sister Act 2. You look offended, while saying, "My coffin is being used to store copies of a mediocre Whoopi Goldberg film."
Whoa,
Tony
mediocre.
walks
That's
up
one of
to
her
you and
top
says,
ones.
"Hey, the first 15 minutes
Well,
of Sister Act 2 is really good."
maybe the sequel is not as good. I have not watched it. I have watched Sister Act in the past decade, but I have not watched Sister Act 2. In part because I feel like there's going to be some way we're going to be able to do a live. I want to savor that moment. I want it to be just as fresh for me as it is for Tony and whoever else we get to watch it. Wait a second. Where's the votes? Yeah, where's the... Hold on, 1 second. There's no... Where are... Oh, okay. I see. 1 second. Yeah. Hold on. Options coming up here in a second. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. My Chrome's freezing up. There we go. Okay. Options should be generating now. No, it was...
Option 1. It's hardly a Whoopi Goldberg movie, you say. Tony puts the coffin back in its place on the shelf and turns to walk away. You follow him. Option 2. Yeah, I know, you say. But it's still not enough to justify its existence. You turn back to the coffin. And why am I being punished for this?
Why am
Option 3. You say, I know, I just don't like it. Tony says, well then why do you have it in your coffin?
Good point. Good question. Way to
Vote for
throw
your
it back at
favorite AI
us.
response.
There are books and DVDs that I have in my living room that I really just should throw out. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm never going to watch them. And they're kind of embarrassing. It's like for 1 year for my birthday, or I don't even remember what. I never get gifts from, especially from my dad. And my dad bought me like a how to win at the stock market. I guess he, like, I don't know. I did well in school, so I guess he thought I could like make a lot of money at the stock market. I don't know. It didn't really make sense to me.
But it's still
I still
not
have
enough
that.
to justify its existence.
Away.
You turn back to the coffin. And why am I being punished for this?
I don't even want to donate it because I just feel like it's just horse shit. I would be better burning it, I feel like. Some books. I have DVDs I still haven't watched or even opened. Yeah, I remember when Blu-ray first came out. I have some Blu-rays still shrink wrapped. I'm like, why did I? It was like, I mean, when Blu-ray came out, it was like right as like streaming was kind of starting. So, so out of habit, I just bought some Blu-rays, and then I was just like, I could just stream or download these, like. Here we go. So we're Dracula. I got on a little tangent there, so I'm lost with the story here. Okay, so you ask the seller. Yeah, that's something you could throw away, Misha. You don't want to be caught with that. You ask the person selling the coffin if they can just. You ask Tony if he can just throw all of these away, and you'll gladly. Oh, good, Misha. Yeah. Take the coffin off of his hands.
You ask Tony if he can just throw all of these away, and you'll gladly take the coffin off of his hands. Option 1. He agrees, and you get your coffin back. You head home and put your coffin on the bed. Then you go into your bedroom and try to sleep. Option 2.
Seems like a
he says
roundabout
that's
way.
fine with him but asks you what you want to do with it. You tell him you're going to put it on your mantle and decorate it with pictures of your family.
Oh, okay. I guess that's
Option
okay.
3. He tells you that you're going to have to pay him for it though.
I've already paid
Vote
you
for your favorite AI response.
That Jedi mind trick was originally a Dracula thing. That's some Bela Lugosi shit. But now whenever you do that, they're like, oh, Jedi mind trick. It's like, no, it's just stole it from Bela Lugosi. What's up, Biz? Hi ho wee way. That's a big mantelpiece to hold a coffin. Yeah, that is quite the. I guess you could wall mount it, maybe. But why? Come on, Tony, use your brain. Why is this pale man buying a coffin?
He tells you that you're going to have to pay him for it though.
Mm-hmm. You agree and take the coffin home with you. You prepare to sleep the day away in your new coffin. And hop in. It is very comfortable and doesn't let any light in. But it does have a faint sound playing. The Sister Act 2 soundtrack is quietly playing on loop when the coffin lid is shut.
You agree and take the coffin home with you. You
But only
prepare
for
to sleep
15
the day
minutes.
away in your new
There you go.
coffin and hop in. It is very comfortable and doesn't let any light in, but it does have a faint sound playing. The Sister Act 2 soundtrack is quietly playing on loop when the coffin lid is shut. Option 1. Sister Mary Margaret comes into the room and sees that you're in a
Whoa!
coffin. She asks, "What are you doing in my coffin?" You say, "I'm resting in peace."
You're in the movie!
Option 2. As you drift off to sleep, the sound of Sister Act 2 inches plays over and over again.
2 inches.
The next
Sister Act
morning,
2
you wake up
inches.
and wonder where the coffin
That's a
went.
whole different movie.
Option 3. You fall asleep quickly. You wake up in bed with your coffin. You feel like you've been asleep for hours, and you realize that you haven't even heard the movie playing.
Oh, we're completely tone
Vote
deaf
for
to
your
it now.
favorite AI response.
I imagine the Sister Act 2 soundtrack would probably be something you could fall asleep to. It's not too crazy. 2 inches is very small. Yes, it is. Yep. Unless you're talking about something else, and then it's quite big. I like to think Sister Mary Margaret is probably just. Isn't that the old lady? I can't remember. I don't know for sure. Tony must be
Sister
excited
Mary
for Sister
Margaret
Act 3.
comes into the
Well,
room and
until
sees that you're
there's
in
an
a
actual
coffin.
movie made, anything can
She
fall
asks,
through.
"What are you doing in my coffin?" You say, "I'm resting in peace."
I mean, look at Batgirl. If that can fall through, anything can fall through. We are all 20 inches here, aren't we? That's normal. Yeah. Yep, definitely 20 inches somewhere. I was so excited for Batgirl. I mean, at that point, if you're on the production squad, what's the harm in just leaking that shit on the internet? Like, find an intern who doesn't give a shit and just leak that baby. You gotta have a screener or something when it's that close to being finished. I remember there was like an X-Men movie that leaked super early and it had like all the pink stuff. So like some scenes didn't have CGI yet. They are going above and beyond to make sure that Batgirl doesn't get leaked. Wow. I'd love to leak fake information on purpose just to mess with people. We should just remake. There should just be like 30 fan versions of Batgirl. Whatever story they were planning to do. And then you splice in pictures and behind the scenes footage. Whatever they had available. There, which wasn't much, so. You realize Tony sold you a stolen coffin, and the church has come to claim it back. You explain to Sister Mary that you bought it, but she is having none of it. You realize you beg her to let you keep the coffin, as it is the most comfortable bed you've ever slept in. When you say this, Sister Mary's face goes pale, and she says, you are a vampire.
You realize Tony sold you a stolen coffin and the church has come
How
to
could
claim
a
it back.
coffin be faulty?
You explain to Sister Mary that you bought
Good
it,
question.
but she is having none of it. You beg her to let you keep the coffin as it is the most comfortable bed you've ever slept in.
I think
When
you
you
should
say
leave
this,
sketch where
Sister
they have
Mary's face goes
it's
pale
like
and
coffins
she
where the
says,
bottoms fall
why,
out.
you are a vampire.
So
Option 1. You tell her that yes, you are a
other than that,
vampire,
I guess.
but you don't eat people or drink blood and you aren't going to hurt anyone. Option 2. Yes, I am, you say. And the coffin is the most comfortable bed I've ever slept in. You add, it's also the only bed that lets the sunlight in.
That's what I don't want.
Option 3. You tell her that you only eat blood from the innocent and that you're no threat to her. You promise her that you won't hurt her or the church.
Oh God, I only eat
Vote for
innocent
your
people's
favorite
blood.
AI response.
I mean, you're part of the church, so you're not innocent. I only drink the blood of the innocent. Don't worry, nobody in any church is gonna be safe or is gonna be eaten. Everyone's demonic. Ear blood? Yeah.
You tell her that you only eat blood from the innocent and that you're no threat to her. You promise her that you won't hurt her or the church.
Well, Sister Mary, breathe a sigh of relief. And tells you that for a price, she will tell you where a whole bunch of innocents are staying. You make a hefty donation to the church and follow Sister Mary to the land of the innocents, also known as ...
Sister Mary breathes a sigh of relief and tells you that, for a price, she will tell you where a whole bunch of inoccupants are staying. You make a hefty donation to the church and follow Sister Mary to the land of the innocents, also known as...
Well, at least I spelled it once.
Option 1. The
Right
Coffin
once.
City. The town is filled with coffins. There are hundreds of them. You
Huh?
walk through the town looking for a place to stay.
Oh my god,
Option
vampires?
2. The
Innocent
asylum.
vampires?
You find the asylum and walk in. The people inside are all runaways who were either the victims of some kind of crime or a witch hunt. Option
Crazy
3.
blood?
New York City. You arrive at the
Yeah,
hotel
I
and
don't
find
think
the
so.
innkeeper waiting for you.
Yeah.
He takes you to a room and gives you a key.
I don't think New York City was ever the...
Vote for your favorite AI response.
That was never the case. Me and Eleanor head to New York City this weekend, so I'm very excited for that. So I'll be out this weekend, starting Friday. Coffin
The
City sounds
Coffin
like
City.
shop run by a
The
crazy
town
guy
is filled with
with a
coffins.
professional name. Yeah,
There are hundreds of them.
it's like Halloween
You walk
City,
through the
but
town looking
just
for a
coffins
place to
and just
stay.
one time a year. Let me fix this inoculants. Oh my god. Uh, uh, you find discount cough in and spend the night. You are awoken by a knock. It is the mayor of Coffin City.
You find a discount coffin and spend the night.
No, you're
You
right,
are
Misha.
awoken
I
by a
think one of
knock.
the most in
It is the mayor
world.
of Coffin City. Option 1. Hello, I'm
19
the mayor
million
of
or
Coffin
something?
City. And what do you want? You say, I'm looking for a place to sleep. Option 2. Mr. Wilson. He tells you that there are two other coffins in the town, one belonging to a
Not that
nun named
quite.
Sister Mary Margaret and
8.4
another
million.
belonging to a priest named Father O'Malley.
19
Option
million
3.
is the
I'm
entire
sorry to
state
disturb
of New
you,
York.
but there's a new arrival in town who needs some help. You get up and go out to see what's going on. Vote for your favorite AI response.
Largest city in the world by a large margin. LA is 4 million. Largest city in the world by population. Oh, city in the... Anything top New York? Tokyo's 37 million. Delhi is 29 million. Shanghai is 26 million. Okay, wow. I thought we were top in the world, but all of these cities are crushing it. Mexico City's 21 million. Wow. I had no idea.
Mr. Wilson. He tells you that there are two other coffins in the town, one belonging to a nun named Sister Mary Margaret and another belonging to a priest named Father O'Malley.
Mr. Wilson is the key. London is 8.9, but the metropolitan zone is 14 million. Yeah, with the Metro New York, it's probably pretty crazy. Father O'Malley is right behind the mayor. and introduces himself to you.
Father O'Malley is right behind the mayor and introduces himself to you. Option 1. He asks how long you've been in Coffin City and what you do here. Option 2. He tells you that they are both in the process of being turned into
That's not the
vampires
case,
and that
Lisa.
he will be your guide through the town. Option 3. He tells you that you need to help him get rid of the nuns because they are a danger to the community.
Nice.
Vote for
Can
your
you
favorite AI
get rid of all these
response.
nuns? They're really fucking up the town. They're really destroying the vibe of Coffin City. No,
He tells you that they are both in the process of being turned into vampires and that he will be your guide through the town.
ever since those Twilight movies took off, there's been a real rise of strangely religious people trying to become vampires. Those nuns being aggressively peaceful, where did they get off? Exactly. Uh, Father O'Malley. Tells you that everyone in Coffin City is looking to become a vampire. Uh, Father shows you all the sites, all the notable places, and all the notable places and people of Coffin City.
Father O'Malley tells you that everyone in Coffin City is looking to become a vampire. Father shows you all the notable places and people of Coffin City. Option 1. The mayor's mansion, the school, the church, the local cemetery and the local graveyard. He also points out where the innkeepers' houses are located.
There, and there.
Option 2. The mayor, the police chief, the fire department, the hospital, the funeral home, the library, and the cemetery. All of these places are located in the south part of the city.
Don't ever go to the north.
Option 3. The local bar, the old tavern, the local church, St. Peter's Catholic Church, and the local cemetery, cemetery.
Really original. I thought
Vote for
when
your
you said
favorite
name
AI
the cemetery,
response.
I was like, cemetery. I didn't think you were writing that down as cemetery. You really caught me in the. I didn't read the form. You're right. I didn't read the form. I'm not gonna admit that. No, it's called. I wanted it to be called cemetery. No, fuck you. I did read the form. I thought that was fine. How you implying I didn't do my job? Well, that's how you get cemetery. I'm going to the cemetery called cemetery. Me too. I feel like right there. Not like you want your cemetery to be a destination, a travel destination. Maybe you do, actually.
The local bar, the old tavern, the local church, St. Peter's Catholic Church, and the local cemetery, cemetery.
You tell the mayor to gather everyone in the town at Cemetery tonight at midnight. You have a big surprise for them. You announce everyone, surprisingly, everyone shows up dressed in vampire-like garb. And you announce that you are a real vampire, and you will begin feasting and turning people tonight.
You tell the mayor to gather everyone in the town at Cemetery T Ongite at midnight. You have a big surprise for them. Everyone shows up dressed in vampire-like garb. You announce that you are a real vampire and you will be feasting and turning people tonight. Option 1. The mayor gets very excited and declares that he will be the first to be turned into a vampire. You start to turn the crowd into vampires.
Nice.
Option 2. A huge crowd gathers around you. They chant, "We want to become a vampire too," and start cheering. It seems like you've gathered quite an audience. Option 3. As the crowd gathers, you gather them around you and ask them if they want to become vampires. You invite them to come closer so you can get to know them better.
Tricked ya.
Vote for your favorite AI response.
That's just so I could close the distance in case you change your mind. Remember, it's a secret. Keep it secret, keep it safe. Don't tell anyone you're a vampire. Unless you're me doing what I did now, but that's only because I wanted you guys to know that you know that I'm a vampire. But I wouldn't do that if I wasn't turning you all into vampires. So, don't tell anyone else.
As the crowd gathers, you gather them around you and ask them if they want to become vampires. You invite them to come closer so you can get to know them better.
Vampire is the hot new fad, exactly. Well, not anymore, but maybe this was like 2012 or something. You feast all night long. Okay. Until the sun is about to rise. You then tell everyone that you've turned. The downside, the side effects of vampirism.
You feast all night long until the sun is about to rise. You then tell everyone that you've turned the side effects of vampirism.
Nice, thank you, Misha.
Option 1. Thirst, hunger, and cold. You ask them if they want to turn into a vampire. They all shout, yes.
Alright, say it with me. Thirsty, hungry,
Option
coldy.
2. Thirst,
Thirsty,
hunger, and
hungry,
pain.
Oh, okay.
You tell them that the only way to cure themselves is to drink blood. All the people in the graveyard line up and start drinking blood.
Whoa, 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 you're not drinking my blood.
Option
What the fuck
3.
are you doing?
Thirst, hunger, and the need for blood. You then drink the blood of the people in the town and turn them into vampires.
Surprisingly consistent with all the generations here.
Vote for your favorite AI response.
This is an easily suggested crowd. Yeah, what are you guys doing? I'm just joking. You already stabbing straws into people's necks? You people are quick to believe anything. I'm actually not a vampire. I'm Jesus. I'm actually God. No, I changed my mind. I know I just said I was Jesus. I lied. I'm God. I could do that. I'm actually God, and God needs to go to sleep.
Thirst,
Everyone needs
hunger,
to
and
leave God
pain.
alone.
You tell them that the only way to cure themselves is to drink blood. All the people in the graveyard line up and start drinking blood.
You wonder who is supplying all this blood for everyone. And then you see it's Father O'Malley. Father O'Malley tells you that he has been hoarding blood he's been hoarding blood from ...
You wonder who is supplying all this blood for everyone, and then you see it's Father O'Malley. Father O'Malley tells you that he has been hoarding blood from...
Oh my God.
Option 1. The innocent since the dawn of time.
Wow.
He says that the
How
blood
old are
is
you,
pure
Father?
gold and that it is the only thing that cures vampires. Option 2. All the innocents in the town. You're shocked, but you decide that you need some blood too. You walk over to Father O'Malley and tell him that you need some blood.
Pure gold?
Option 3. All the innocent people in the town for years. He says that he will give you a lot of blood for free since you're a vampire.
Okay, but I don't like...
Vote for your favorite AI response.
And then what? You get me hooked on the good blood and then you start charging me money for it? I don't like that. Blood's now $1,000 a gallon. What? Oh yeah, and also I told all the surrounding towns to load up on garlic and wooden stakes, so you can't leave. And if you don't drink, you'll die. So good luck.
All the innocent people in the town for years. He says that he will give you a lot of blood for free since you're a vampire.
It's all fun and games until the blood was taxed. Yeah. I had to. It was too good to be true. What's a vegetarian blood option? Water? Kale juice? You get fat and plump off all the free blood that you didn't even have to hunt for. Then you notice a sign pop up at the church. Blood, $1,000 a gallon. Father tells you that the free blood was only temporary. And now you need to pay for it.
You get fat and plump off all the free blood that you didn't even have to hunt for. Then you notice a sign pop up at the church, blood $1,000 per gallon. Father tells you that the free blood was only temporary and now you need to pay for it.
Sorry, them's
Option
the
1.
rules.
You ask him if he would like to join you for dinner.
Haha.
He says yes and you feed him some of your blood.
Oh.
Option 2.
Okay.
You decide that you'll pay $200 per gallon.
That's how
The
it
mayor
works.
gives you a check for $500.
I still
Option
don't have
3.
enough for one
You
blood.
tell Father O'Malley that you'll pay for it. You tell him that you'll gladly pay $1,000 per gallon to drink blood. Vote for your favorite AI response.
That's not gonna last too long. We're definitely gonna quickly burn through our savings. That's like $1,000 every couple of days. We go through that. I don't know. Actually, a gallon. It's not like a gallon of milk, so you probably drink even more blood. It's probably like a gallon a day.
You tell Father O'Malley that you'll
That's
pay for it.
$1,000 a day.
You tell him that you'll gladly pay
That's-
$1,000 per gallon to drink blood.
Like $365,000 a year. Are we rich? I would like to think so. You've lived for thousands of years and hoarded your wealth. So, this is nothing to you. However, all the residents you've turned into vampires cannot afford it, and vampire crimes skyrocket. Use
You've
Jason's
lived for
stock
thousands
market
of
book,
years
yeah.
and hoarded your wealth, so this is nothing to you. However, all the residents you've turned into vampires cannot afford it and vampire crimes skyrocket. Option 1. The city begins to completely fall apart and you leave the town with a huge smile on your face.
Yeah, I'm
Hey,
not even
where
from
are
here.
you going? You hear
I just
someone
came
say.
for all the blood.
Option 2. You decide to take matters into your own hands. You go to the bar and get a handful of blood. Option 3.
Oh,
You
we're gonna
tell
be
them
like
that the only
Jesus?
way they can get their blood is to do good deeds for the community.
Okay.
Vote for your favorite AI response.
We're starting a not-for-profit, not for blood. Not for blood profit. Listen, I want to give blood to those who need it. These roaming band of vampires that I've created. Now, some might say I created the problem, so solving it is actually, I shouldn't get any brownie points for it. The blood bank, exactly. Everybody gets a card. You go to the blood bank, you get your allotted blood.
You tell them that the only way they can get their blood is to do good deeds for the community.
You quickly burn through your wealth, your savings, trying to feed the town. It looks like you are going to need to hunt again. But you are too fat and lethargic. You decide the easier way would be to spy on Father O'Malley. And find out where he gets his blood.
You quickly burn through your savings trying to feed the town. It looks like you are going to need to hunt again, but you are too fat and lethargic. You decide the easier way would be to spy on Father O'Malley and find out where he gets his blood. Option 1. You go back to the mayor's house and inform him of your plan. He gives you permission to enter the church and look around. Option 2. You go to the church and sneak into the basement. You see a few people doing some sort of ritual in the basement.
Ooh.
Option 3. You sneak into the church and find Father O'Malley's office. You snoop around and find a book full of names of people who are eligible to become vampires.
Oh, interesting. He's got a favorites list. Number
Vote
2,
for
I
your
imagine.
favorite AI response.
I imagine there's like a warehouse, an underground warehouse filled with like rows of thousands of like Virgin Marys, and they're all bleeding from the eyes, like just skyrocketing blood out of their eyes, and he's just like taking in buckets out. He's just like summoning all the demons he possibly can to make these statues just fucking bleed. Blood's gotta come from
You sneak into
somewhere.
the church and find Father O'Malley's office. You snoop around and find a book full of names of people
It's the
who are
Saint
eligible
Factory,
to become
yeah.
vampires.
Okay, I'm actually gonna do that. Yeah. You are distracted by the sound of you're distracted by the sound coming from the basement. Oh boy. You head down a secret entrance in the library and see rows upon rows of Virgin Mary statues crying blood into troughs. It's a saint factory. It's a saint factory.
You are distracted by the sound coming from the basement. You head down a secret entrance in the library and see rows upon rows of Virgin Mary statues crying blood into troughs. It's a saint factory. Option 1. Father O'Malley is busy with the girls in the saint factory.
Oh.
He's using them as a source of blood for his own vampirism.
I mean,
Option
okay.
2.
Makes sense.
You can hear Father O'Malley yelling at the top of his lungs, "Give me all your money." You rush back up to the library and find Father O'Malley's desk. Option 3. You hear a voice say, "Don't you worry about me. I'm just here to help. Help me find a good man to marry."
What the fuck is the last one?
Vote
Father
for your
O'Malley?
favorite AI response.
Don't let anyone know I told you that. Yeah, number 2 is like, "Give me all of your money. You can't be here." If I die, the blood flow stops. I'm the only one knows the prayers to get all those ladies crying blood.
You hear a voice say, "Don't you worry about me. I'm just here to help. Help me find a good man to marry."
I like that he's more concerned with the allegation of being gay than the blood factory. Yeah. Don't tell anyone about me wanting to marry a man. Oh, yeah, you can tell anybody about the blood factory. Okay, here we go. It's Father O'Malley. You lean in for a... You are... At first... Hold on. At first, you are confused by his words. But then... You lean in for a kiss.
It's Father O'Malley. At first you are confused by his words, but then you lean in for a kiss.
Oh, whoa, my camera's like glitching out here. Hold on. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Weird.
Option 1. You feel your body go limp and you pass out. When you wake up, you are back in your coffin. You look at Tony and ask him what happened to you.
Tony was here the whole time?
Option 2. You feel him take your hand and lead you down a long hallway. He stops at a door and tells you to open it. Inside is a small room with a bed and a mirror. Option 3. Father O'Malley grabs you and kisses you hard on the mouth.
And same.
He says, "I'll have you soon enough." But we're not done yet.
Wow.
Vote for your favorite AI response.
I think I've told this before, but I kind of had, I lost my religion when I'm like, so my parents would donate every week, and like every week I just remember donating to the church, like, and it was just like so much money. I was like, wow, every week I like calculated it out because I don't know. I was just like, okay, that's a lot of money doing to the church. And then years later, if it was found out that one of the priests was embezzling the donation money, so he gets relocated, never prosecuted, whatever. And then one of them stays. Turns out the other guy was also embezzling, and he embezzled like almost
Father
$1 million
O'Malley grabs you and kisses you hard on the mouth.
He
says,
money,
"I'll have
and
you
then
soon
he got
enough."
sent away too.
But we're not done yet.
Not prosecuted, just relocated, because that's the way the Catholic Church does things. There's no fucking accountability. There's no handling of anything, because they don't want to have the bad press. But then there's like the priest touching kids thing. It's like, well, that's way worse press. How about you just handle this? So stupid. So that's when I lost my religion. I was like, not one, but both of my priests that I was raised with embezzled all that money that my parents were donating and all the money of all the community. I was just like, fuck this. I mean, logic-wise, I just like never really believed in it. I stopped because I lost my faith as a teenager. Yeah, it just didn't make sense. Like when you find out the Easter Bunny is not real and Santa Claus isn't real, and I'm like, oh, well, God and Jesus isn't real either. So like, it just made sense to me. I was like, there's too many cracks. You can't be logical about some things and not other things. So, but I still understood. I respected the spiritual aspect of it until that happened, and then I lost it all. I just lost faith in everything. Okay, now let's do the fancy and new ending command. I think this is a good place to do it. Very interesting discussion to come on. What's up, Dory? Yes. We're talking about, it's kind of related to the story. We're talking about, like, priests and vampires. We're in a town where everybody has become vampires, and this father has created, like, a blood factory, and now he's trying to charge $1,000 a gallon. Whereas he got everybody hooked for free, and the Lord worked in weird, embezzling ways. Exactly, Biz. Yeah. Okay, well, all right. Well, now there's a little there's a little hook here. Father O'Malley tells you his secret plan. His secret plans. Also, this story reminds me of a lot of Bloodborne. Yeah. Let's find out what the secret plans are.
Father O'Malley tells you his secret plans. Option 1. He wants to make a new batch of vampires, but he needs a woman to help him.
Oh?
He tells you that you are the perfect candidate. You agree and take him home with you.
I am Dracula. I
Option
am not
2.
a woman.
He wants to turn every single person in the
you.
town into vampires. He says that he'll make sure that no one ever goes hungry or thirsty again.
He's a businessman.
Option 3. He wants to turn all the women in the town into vampires. They would be able to drink blood from any willing male and pass their vampire gene to their children.
Okay, interesting.
Vote for your favorite AI response.
Deal, I guess. You know, why did you keep it secret from me? Now vampires are just going to be like the norm. I have a feeling it's just going to explode. I think never before have we been able to just turn an entire town
He
all
wants
at
to
once
turn all the
into
women
vampires.
in the town into vampires. They would be able to drink blood from any willing male and pass their vampire gene to their children.
Okay. Is there going to be a human craze around town? What if you're half vampire, half human? Good question. I don't know. You agree. And together with Father O'Malley, you turn the entire town of Coffin City into vampires in 1 month's time. In just a few days.
You agree, and together with Father O'Malley you turn the entire town of Coffin City in vampires in just a few days.
Into vampires. Well, if there's only two choices, vampire hunter or blade. Yeah.
Option 1. You find out that the only person who could stop Father O'Malley was Sister Mary Margaret. She had no way of knowing that her coffin had been stolen and that she was being hunted. Option 2. The vampires are all women except for one man, Mr. Wilson.
Oh,
you
the
realize
mayor?
that he is the only one who can save the town from becoming vampires.
I don't want that,
Father
though.
O'Malley asks Mr. Option 3. You leave the two of them and go back to your coffin. You fall asleep and wake up in the middle of the night to find that the lid of the coffin is open.
Who's been snooping?
Vote for your favorite AI response.
Somebody's been snooping. Mr. Wilson was the one who showed us around town. He was like, I guess he got cold feet. He's like, actually, I've seen people turn into vampires. I'm okay. I like the sun. Coffin squatting is something else, yeah. There's a homeless guy in my coffin. Nah, I live here now.
You leave the two of them and go back to your coffin. You fall asleep and wake up in the middle of the night to find that the lid of the coffin is open.
You look above you. You look out. You look above you to see Sister Mary hovering over you with a wooden stake and a necklace made of garlic. You try to convince her not to kill you by saying, not all vampires are bad.
You look above you to see Sister Mary hovering you with a wooden stake and a necklace made of garlic.
Thanks for the follow, Dory.
You try to
not all
convince her
vampires.
not to kill you by saying, not all vampires are bad.
Oh, there we go. We're back. Maybe not? Oh, shit. Alright, I guess I'm gone.
Option 1. But she doesn't listen. She stabs you in the heart with the stake. You
What?
die in a pool of blood.
Oh.
You look up at the sky and see the sun rising.
Why did you
Option
even
2.
take me to this
But
town?
she doesn't listen. She stabs you in the heart and then you die. The coffin closes up and you crawl back under it. Option 3. But she does not listen to you. She stabs you in the chest and you bleed to death.
All of these
you wake
are
up in a coffin in the cemetery.
All of
Vote
these I'm
for your
getting stabbed.
favorite AI response.
In the AI's mind, there's no chance I'm not getting stabbed in the heart and dying. All right. If that's the way you want it. We'll get an ending after this one now. I think the story has come full circle once we die. You know, of all the people in the story, I'm glad it was Sister Mary that killed us. I do hope that Father O'Malley gets his comeuppance for charging for all that blood. For basically drug dealing his blood factory blood.
But she does not listen to you. She stabs you in the chest and you bleed to death. You wake up in a coffin in the cemetery.
Damn. All right, here we go. A brand new command. Thank you, Sure Why Not, for this idea. Okay, here's the end of the story.
The end. Epilogue. The end. This story is over. I have no more ideas for stories. I hope you enjoyed my work. Thank you for reading.
Very unsatisfactory epilogue. I should have a retry command for the ending, but that's it. Okay, yeah, here we go. Let's try a new story. Let me just make sure that's saved first. Okay. Bam, 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 bam. Okay, now new story. Let me look at the prompts channel. Let's see if my video camera's working again. Okay, I'm back. I think it was my GPU memory getting filled up. Because I have like that NVIDIA background remover. Father O'Malley should become mayor. Oh. I mean, he seems to be the true man in power. Let me look at the prompts channel. Okay, here, this is one from Hubble. Thank you, Hubble. Dory, if you joined the Discord, you could submit prompts or share your like AI art or AI stories. If that's something you're into. This prompt is by Hubble. Thank you, Hubble.
You are Bony Tony, a spooky skeleton that has recently been resurrected from the dead.
I'm in way too many Discourse as well.
You got murdered earlier this year by a man named Jason, who wanted that vast apid fortune all for himself. Now you have only one thing on your mind: revenge.
Nice.
Option 1. The game is played in real time, and there will be at least 3 rounds of play each day. The first round starts whenever you click the button to start the game. Option 2.
What?
As usual, you play the game using an Xbox controller and use
Why
the
did it
mouse
go
to move
immediately
around
like
the screen.
video game?
The objective is simple. Kill as many people as possible before you run out of time.
Okay.
Option 3. And with the help of your friends, you will find out how to do it. Equals 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 equals. This is an original story written by me, and I hope you enjoy it.
I gotta redo that. None of those are really related to the story.
Vote for your favorite AI response. Option 1. The first thing you do is go to an old abandoned warehouse and
Much
check
better.
it out.
Much better.
It's pretty creepy in there. Option 2. It's time to get revenge. This game is a first-person horror adventure game that takes place in a hotel called The Tower.
Oh, interesting.
Option 3. The game is simple. You start with nothing and must build up to become the richest person in the world.
Isn't that just the game of life?
Vote for your favorite AI response.
Rich in whatever you make it. Well, I imagine Bodie Tony would probably hang out in an abandoned warehouse. But also, yeah, I guess that's the running thing for stories tonight is wealth, trying to make money. How would Boney Tony? I'm already trying to think. I guess if we get revenge, we get the fortune. Oh, and also, I didn't see how that AiPD was spelled wrong. Today's theme is Tony and Halloween. Also true.
The first thing you do is go to an old abandoned warehouse and check it out. It's pretty creepy in there.
Okay. The warehouse is filled with terrifying items.
The warehouse is filled with terrifying items. Option 1. Flesh-eating bugs, demonic
Whoa!
skeletons, and a lot of other creepy stuff.
Whoa.
Now,
that
the
is
next
pretty creepy.
step is to find Jason. He will be the last obstacle standing between you and your revenge.
That's usually how revenge
Option
works.
2. Old books, rusty chains, broken dolls, some even have their heads missing, and other such things.
Creepy. Weird.
You also spot a strange glass statue of some kind, which looks like a human body.
Yep.
Option
These
3.
are all creepy.
Weapons, traps, and lots of other stuff.
That's
There
at
are
least
also
creepy.
some odd drawings on the walls. After you look around, you decide to try and make your way through the building.
Two got
Vote
the
for your
biggest
favorite
response.
AI response.
I'm sure flesh-eating bugs and demonic skeletons would actually be scary, but I can't. Those aren't real things, so I mean, flesh-eating bugs might be, but number 2 I can like actually picture, and I would be like, that's fucking weird, especially the dolls. My friend had a cabin, and up there was like someone, and they don't know who exactly made this, but someone made like a teddy bear forest, and they zip tied all these like Beanie Babies and teddy bears to trees, and so there's just like a mile track of these, and they're all, it's rained on, dirty, they look very weird. What's up, Max Waddle? How's it going? Sounds like that weird indie game, Alisa. Oh, I haven't heard.
Flesh-eating bugs, demonic skeletons, and a lot of other creepy stuff. Now, the next step is to find Jason. He will be the last obstacle
The owl
standing
forest in
between you and your
Mexico? Oh, I
revenge.
have not heard of this, but I imagine it is the same thing as what we've called teddy bear forest. And you could... We always went at night, so you just go at night and, like, on a four-wheeler golf cart, drive through. So fucking creepy. And just like, who did that? That is a lot of effort to go through. Maybe it was my friend or like his dad or something. Because that's like just too... How would he know about it? I don't know. You don't like I guess you could accidentally find that. It'd be fucking very, very weirded out by it. You notice a bright red glow coming from the boiler room. Rumor has it the numbers of bears change every night if you can catch it. Oh, that's even creepier. They're placing themselves on the trees. You notice a bright red glow coming from the boiler room. You swing open the door and see Jason is performing some sort of ritual. You prepare your bone knife and get ready to attack. But then you see Jason transform into a terrifying beast.
You notice a bright red glow coming from the boiler room. You swing open the door and see Jason is performing some sort of ritual.
Always in the boiler
You prepare your bone knife and get ready to attack, but then you see Jason transform in a terrifying beast.
Into, I can't spell.
Option 1. A giant spider. The spider leaps at you, and you jump back as his web wraps around your leg.
Only spiders?
You try to jump over it, but it's too fast.
We've got 3 for 3
Option
spiders.
2. A giant spider. You back away slowly as you watch the monster take flight
Wasn't
towards
scary
you.
in it. It's not
The spider
scary in the
lands
story.
right in front of you and lets out a huge roar. Option 3. A huge spider. It's about 10 feet tall and looks very dangerous. You realize that you're not going to win this battle, so you decide to just run away.
I do like the fact that he just runs away.
Vote for your
Hey,
favorite
what's up,
AI
Cap Joe?
response.
Cap Joe, we did do one of your stories. I think very recently. So if you watch, I'll post which VOD it is in the Discord. The Hitman one, yeah. It was fun, yeah. Yeah, after today's stream, I'll link it to you in the Discord. It got very weird, as these stories normally do. So, what's going on right now? We're Boney Tony. We're trying to get revenge on Jason, who killed us, and we found Jason in a spooky warehouse filled with flesh-eating bugs and demonic skeletons, and we were just about to kill him, and he transformed into, I guess, a giant spider. Do you like your spider, or bigger spider? Yeah. How do you like your spiders? Bigger, giant, or huge?
A huge spider. It's about 10 feet tall
Main
and looks
antagonist
very
syndrome, yeah.
dangerous. You realize that you're not going to win this battle, so you decide to just run away.
Okay. Man, we were building up this revenge story. You knock over barrel filled with demonic skeletons as you try to back away. This Jason notices you and chases after you by crawling on the walls and the ceiling. He is able to catch you with frightening speed.
You knock over a barrel filled with demonic skeletons as you try to back away. Jason notices you and chases after you by crawling on the walls and the ceiling. He is able to catch you with frightening speed. Option 1. You fall into a pit full of corpses and you both end up getting devoured by the dead. You wake up in a small cell.
This is the
Good
spookiest
morning, Bony
warehouse in the
Tony.
world.
Option 2.
What the
He
fuck?
grabs
There's
you
a
by the
pit full
throat
of
and tries to
hungry
choke
dead?
you until you pass out. You wake up in the hospital. You think to yourself, I'm fine. Option 3. You manage to
I'm
escape his
fine.
grasp and run towards the exit. Just when you think you've escaped him, he grabs you again and runs towards the boiler room.
Stop dragging me towards the boiler room.
Vote for your favorite AI response.
Lots of votes for number 1. Yeah, that's so. This might be a quick one. This might be a quick story. It's good practice put your demonic skeletons in barrels. Exactly. I mean, it's a warehouse. You gotta store them somehow. You can't just have demonic skeletons all over the ground running around.
You fall into a pit full of corpses and you both end up getting devoured by the dead.
Great.
You wake up in a small cell. Good morning, Bony Tony.
Well. Whoa, creepy. I just saw your post on the art channel, Biz. That is creepy. That is kind of very similar vibes. It just means English VTuber. I didn't know either, Capjo, but I just saw it was a common tag. So it's just English VTuber. I guess there's a lot of other VTubers. Yeah. Like, I think, yeah, it's just English VTubers and Japanese VTubers. I think that makes a majority of VTubers. It should be AI VTuber because I ain't the VTuber. This guy is. I need to find a new voice for K9000 too. I'm on the hunt for another TTS voice that fits more. So they would be JTubers? JVTubers? I don't know. JP VTubers? I don't quite know. You awaken to see Jason. See Jason mostly eaten by the dead. Jason tells you that he is sorry for killing you, which really takes the wind out of your revenge sales. You ask Jason, how the hell are you going to get out of this pit?
You awaken to see Jason mostly eaten by the dead. Jason tells you that he is sorry for killing you, which really
Yeah,
takes the
small
wind out
time
of your
streamer
revenge
chat,
sales.
Cap Joe.
You ask Jason, how the hell are you going to get out of this pit? Option 1. Jason says that if
Sometimes
you go
it's
down
pretty
there,
lively,
he will
but
come up and rescue you.
just having a chill Monday.
He starts to descend towards the pit. Option 2. He explains that he knows a way out of here. But first, we need to make a deal, Jason says. Option 3. He says that you need to open the door to the cell with the key that he used to get in here. So you go in the cell and find the keys. Vote for your favorite AI response.
Yeah, I average about like five or six people a stream, Cap Joe. I'm not too big of a streamer, but I'm glad you enjoy
Kiss
watching.
me.
So tell your friends, please. While not big, I am regular. The streams are good. Oh, thank you. Hey, I appreciate that. I have fun doing them, so I hope people have fun watching them.
He explains that he knows a way out of here. But first, we need to make a deal, Jason says.
Yeah. Okay. You nod understandingly and lean in for a kiss.
You nod understandingly and lean in for a kiss.
Come with me if you want to live, sort
Option
of.
1.
Exactly.
But before you can do anything, Jason grabs your hand and pulls you down into the pit.
Deeper?
I'll explain everything later, he says. You look around and see a bunch of dead people.
It stinks down
Option
here.
2. Jason kisses you passionately and then proceeds to tell you his plan. I am going to kill you and take your money, but I want you to help me.
Okay, well, you're
Option
making it very
3,
hard for
but
me to
Jason
trust you
pulls
after
away
saying that.
suddenly.
But I guess
First,
I
I want you
appreciate
to promise
honesty.
me something, Jason says. You look at him suspiciously. I'm going to give you my house.
All right, I'm
Vote for
waiting
your
for the
favorite
but.
AI response.
But there's a drainage system somewhere down here. I don't know why I really should have thought of the hazard of having a giant pit full of flesh-eating dead people in my spooky warehouse. But where else am I gonna put these things? When we get out of the, Jason doesn't want to call a plumber. Yeah. Yeah. I
But
thought I
Jason
trapped
pulls
somebody
away
in
suddenly. First, I want you to promise me something, Jason says. You look at him suspiciously.
this.
I'm going
Okay.
to give you my house.
Okay. You wait for the obvious caveat.
You wait for the obvious caveat. Option 1. Then, after that, you can come with me anywhere, anytime. Jason smiles. Deal. You agree and leave the cell. Jason hugs you goodbye before walking off. Option 2. Then, when you've been waiting for 2 weeks, you can come out and live in my house, no questions asked.
Okay.
Option 3. Then, you will come with me and live with me forever. You will never leave. You will do everything I say. I will love you unconditionally. You will always obey.
Yes, let's
Vote
go
for your
with
favorite
that.
AI response.
I agree. Why don't you turn around for a second once we get out of here? This is really just a free giveaway. That is very creepy. 3 is very creepy. And then you will kiss me and you will call me pretty and stroke my hair. And then you will read me bedtime stories every night and tuck me in. Then you will give me a hot glass of warm, hot milk. Not warm. I want it boiling hot. Jason is very romantic in this story. Well, that's one way to say it. 3, I mean, I guess if it's reciprocal, it's
Then, you will come with
still
me and live with
creepy.
me forever.
Even if it's...
You will never leave. You will do everything I say. I will love you unconditionally. You will always obey.
Yeah. I mean, even if you heard those as wedding vows, there's no situation where that's not I will love you unconditionally. That's good. You will always obey. That's really the turn. Everyone would be like, ooh. You'd lose a crowd. If there was a wedding vows simulator, that would get some groans in the crowd every time. Never trust anyone who drinks boiling hot milk for fun. Yeah, I mean, if owning a spooky warehouse wasn't sign enough to not trust somebody. You hesitate. But agree. Jason shows you a maintenance hatch that leads safely to the sewers.
You hesitate, but agree. Jason shows you a maintenance hatch that leads safely to the sewers.
Good
Option
old
1.
safe
You
sewers.
climb down with
Nothing
Jason
dangerous
following behind.
in the sewers.
As soon as you enter the sewer tunnel, Jason stops you. Wait a minute, Jason says.
Oh God, no,
Option
please,
2.
no.
He also gives you a key that opens the lock on the door. You take the key and unlock the door.
It's
Jason follows you down the stairs and into the sewer system.
Did you plan
Option
this?
3.
You had the
follow
key
him
at the
down the
ready?
stairs and into the sewer. The next day, Jason gives you a tour of his home. He has a nice big basement where he keeps his treasure.
But don't go in the basement, or I'll
Vote
kill
for
you.
your favorite AI response.
Well, why did you even tell me about the basement if you're just gonna say that? I would have never known about the basement. I would have never even thought to go in the basement. But now that you tell me there's a big treasure down there, I'm very curious. And the fact that you won't tell me what the big treasure is. Do it. Yeah. Epic fight scene. Oh, yes. Yeah, I can already see the Netflix horror movie where it's just like, don't go in my basement. And the first night, I told you to keep out of my basement. And then we get locked in. Well, time to 5 nights at Jason's. Exactly. Yeah. You're gonna have to look at these security cameras to make sure that
You follow him down the stairs
my
and into the
treasure
sewer.
in my
The next
basement doesn't
day,
eat
Jason
you.
gives you a tour of his home. He has a nice big basement where he keeps his treasure.
Jason says, but never go in the basement, or I'll kill you. That night, you wait for Jason to go to bed, and then you enter the basement.
Jason says, but never go in the basement, or I'll kill ya. That night you wait for Jason to go to bed and then you enter the basement. Option 1. You are surprised
And
to
also,
see a
don't use my
large
second
stone
bathroom,
statue
no.
of a woman.
Okay.
You figure that she must be some sort of goddess or something. You start touching her and she gets even more excited.
Whoa!
Option 2. The
Statue
room is
lady.
pitch black except for the light coming from Jason's eyes. You can feel the evil presence in the room. You hear Jason talking to someone else.
Yeah, where's the light switch?
Option
It's
3.
Jason's eyes.
There are
though.
tons of creepy things down there, like a giant spider, a giant skeleton, and a bunch of other creepy stuff.
Yeah, does this guy have any normal size things
Vote
in
for
this
your
house?
favorite AI response.
2 has the most potential. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I feel like don't sleep with my stone wife is an option. 2 is definitely 1 and 2 I feel like are the most prone for battle. Number 3 is yeah. Like we gotta make it through. There's no other room outside the skeleton and spider. Yeah. Yeah, they're just like so big. They're like, help us!
You are surprised to see a large stone statue of a woman.
Okay.
You figure that she must be some sort of goddess or something.
Oh.
You start touching her and she gets even more excited.
The moans of this stone goddess wake up Jason. Who enters the basement and locks the door behind him. Jason yells, "Who? I told you not to touch my stone wife. Now you gon' die."
The moans of this stone goddess wake up Jason, who enters the basement and locks the door behind him. Jason yells, "I told you not to touch my stone wife.
No, you just said there
Now
was
you
treasure
gone,
down here.
die."
you could
Option
have
1. He
cleared up a
grabs
lot
you
of
by your
things.
hair and drags you upstairs. You are terrified because you think he's going to hash you.
Whoa!
But instead,
I am
he
glad
starts
I added the
kissing you
filter, but we
passionately.
all know what that means.
Option 2. As he walks over
Dude,
to
your
you
wife
in
is
his bare
stoned.
feet, you realize
What's up,
that he is
Cher?
completely naked.
Yikes!
He grabs you by your hair and slams you against the wall. Option 3. You scream in
guess-
terror and flee the basement. Jason grabs you by the throat and throws you into a wall. He pins your arms to the wall with his own. Vote for your favorite AI response.
You know, I guess if you sleep in the nude, you don't have time to get dressed when you hear the moans of your stone wife in the basement. So, I wonder how often that happens, is people nakedly fighting off home invaders. But they always have clothes on when the cops arrive. So unless you're a home invader yourself, you never get to see the nakedness.
As he walks over to you in his bare feet, you realize that he is completely naked. He grabs you by your hair and slams you against the wall.
Yep. I mean, you hit him in the nuts. Grab the keys and the stone woman and try to escape.
You hit him in the nuts, grab the keys and the stone women, and try to escape.
Stone woman. Well,
Option 1.
now it's multiple.
Jason grabs your hair again and drags you back down to the basement. His feet are so heavy that he can't move you.
300-pound
Option 2,
feet.
but Jason
Just in my
catches
feet.
you and throws you on the floor. Jason starts choking you with his hand around your throat and then he hits you again.
Really obsessed
You
with
black
choking.
out. Option 3, but Jason catches you and throws you back into the stone statue. You scream in pain as the statue grinds your ass into the stone floor.
What?
Jason starts to laugh maniacally.
What?
Vote for your favorite AI response.
I like to think my mind when it said grind is I imagine like twerking. So the stone statue's just like twerking me into the ground. Number 2 is just choking. 2 is the best one. It's just joking. I am just being choked. But here we go, yeah. I mean, I think the stone woman is our only chance for... He's like, I haven't been touched like that in ages.
But Jason catches you and throws you on the floor. Jason starts choking you with his hand around your throat and then he hits you again. You black out.
Don't mess with my stone woman, yeah. You wake up. You wake up and see the stone woman. She tells you her name is ...
You wake up and see the stone woman. She tells you her name is... Option 1. Lilith, and that she is the devil's wife. She tells you that she is going to fuck you and then you will die. You fight back, but it's no use.
Okay.
Option 2. Nisa.
Okay.
Jason tells you to get dressed because he will be going away for a few days. You start putting on your clothes when Jason comes running up. Hey,
Death by
get
Snoo
dressed.
Snoo. Okay.
Option 3. Tia, and she is a succubus. Tia says, now you know why I'm here. You nod. I'm your personal sex slave.
What the fuck?
Vote for your favorite AI response.
Oh my god. What weird... This took a turn, yeah. Jason was the one that could... yeah. We're Boney Tony still. I got it. But little did we know, Boney Tony got his name for a different reason. I might be a skeleton, but they call me Boney Tony because of my skills with the ladies. One and 3 are thinking of the same thing. Bonely fans. Yeah. A bit of a split vote, but one
Lilith, and that she is the devil's wife. She tells you that she is going to fuck you and then you will die. You fight back, but it's no use.
Okay. It's okay. No. We're gonna take a hard left turn here, Dory. It's okay. This got way too sexual, but you use Jason notices this and Jason interrupts. And you are... Watch this backfire so hard. I'm going to try to get out of this without anybody being sexed or deathed. So, have some faith that I'm not going to take this in a horrible direction. Jason interrupts you. And Jason interrupts and saves your life. You explain... You tell Jason of your revenge plot. And he sets you free. Lilith is sent to the pit of the dead for the night. And you and Jason have a long talk. And find you have a lot in common. There we go. How is it going to get bad from that?
Jason interrupts and saves your life. You tell Jason of your revenge plot and he sets you free. Lilith is sent to the pit of the dead for the night and you and Jason have a long talk and find you have a lot in common.
There we go. Happy end.
Option 1. You decide to move in with Jason and
Oh,
live
whoa,
happily
whoa, whoa, whoa.
ever after.
Where did it back?
You wake up in the morning to see Jason naked and stroking himself.
Okay, they're backfiring a little
2.
bit.
You decide to move in with Jason. You leave the
little
basement and enter Jason's living room.
How the
You
hell
and
did it
Jason
get so
go to bed
sexual?
together. Option 3. You decide to move in together. You two live happily ever after. The end?
The end?
Vote for your favorite AI response.
Okay, damn you strokings. No strokings. Why is everyone going for the stroking? Alright, we're ending it. We were so close to wholesome. No, yeah, it's happened. The people have voted. This is over though. Once you start stroking it, it's over. What is the true real life ending? 2 Men and Satan's Wife coming soon to HBO. Alright. We'll get the ending now.
You decide to move in with Jason and live happily ever after.
Well, it's
You
happily.
wake up in the morning to see Jason naked and stroking himself.
Thanks. That's what I want to see first thing I wake up. Thank you. Sure, I've added an end command. I'll be stroking. I've been stroking to
The
the
end.
east.
In the sequel,
I've been stroking to the west.
Jason and Tony get married. They live
Oh.
happily ever after. Special thanks to my editor, Bjorn. If you enjoyed this story, please vote and comment.
Thanks, Bjorn. I don't want anybody else. When I think about you, I stroke myself. I be stroking. Well, thank you, Bjorn. All right, let's do one more story. Here we go. Brand new story coming up here. Okay, this is a simple one. That was an amazing story. Yeah, minus all the weird twists and turns we avoided. Thanks, Bjorn, for being open to sexual exploration. Yeah, sometimes. Do you get all your stories from prompts from the community? Yes, pretty much. I don't think I've written a prompt in like a year and a half. Thankfully, we get a nice flow of prompt submissions from the people. So, the people that watch. So. All right. This prompt is by Sure Why Not. Thank you, Sure. I'm working on a cyberpunk prompt. Yeah, please. I never... Yeah. Well, when it's ready, submit it, and we'll probably play it. Here we go.
You are Vampster, the world's first vampire hamster. Option 1. You were born in a small town in northern Illinois, and as you grew up your parents had you trained to hunt. Option 2. As you can see I have a tail and 2 arms, but that is where the similarities end. My body is completely different from yours. Option 3. You were born in a small village and your parents decided to name you after the famous vampiress Vampresk.
That's what I'm named
Vote
after?
for your favorite AI response.
Here, I'll offset your vote then. You know, Illinois is the vampire capital of the world. Very split. Anyone could change it. Anyone could. I'm Vampster. I'm a Chicago vampire hunter.
You were born in a small town in northern
vampires.
Illinois, and as you grew up your parents had you trained to hunt.
Number 3 wins if you only count legitimate votes. Hey, it's a legitimate win for Capjo wanted to vote for number 1, so. Northern Illinois would be like close to Wisconsin. Trained to hunt what? Yeah. I mean vampires, I guess. Humans? Oh, maybe. Your mission in life. And I'll just...
Your mission in life.
Let's get an AI
Option
generator.
1. To become the best hunter there ever was.
Okay.
Your eyes glow red when you're excited,
So
and you have a
fame.
particular talent for tracking prey.
Okay.
Option 2. Find a mate who will give you children, so that your bloodline can continue.
Sounds more hamster-like.
Option 3. To kill all humans.
Escape fucking.
The only thing standing between you and that goal is the fact that you're now a college student.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
Vote for
Capjo,
your favorite
you
AI
called
response.
it. You are mind melded with the AI. To kill all humans. Yeah, I trained to, you know, hunt vampires, but that's only so I could kill humans more easily. Just like if you're a deer hunter, I mean, you can kill other things, but I trained to be a deer hunter. Wow, it's a wacky 80s comedy now. Oh, I can't kill all humans. I gotta get to science class. The dean of the college is like, no killing all humans, and we're
To
like,
kill all
oh,
humans.
darn.
The only thing standing between you and that
Shucks.
goal is the fact that you're now a college student.
I heard a rumor that one of you students was trying to kill all humans. And I say, stop it. And we go, Dean. That time I was a vampire hunter, a vampire hamster, and I had to kill all humans. That. Damn. Maybe if I become like the student council president, maybe I could change these rules though. Make it like a manga titled, I'm a vampire hamster that wants to kill all humans, but I'm a college student. I like that, yeah. We're just making the title longer and longer. Someone would generally name it that. Yeah, you know what? It is eye-catching. I would be like, I have to read a couple pages of this. Are we the only animal student? Great question. I think so. I think it's weird enough, yeah. You are the only hamster student at Illinois State Community College. But you have a lot to prove. Hmm. So is the hamster humanoid? Yeah, it did say we have arms. Or that was another one that we didn't go with, but you're the only hamster student at Illinois State Community College. Your best friend is a ...
You are the only hamster student at Illinois State Community College. Your best friend is a... Option 1. Bunny named Red.
Okay.
She has become very close to you,
Hamster
but she
gonna be
doesn't
a
know
frat
about
boy.
your true nature.
Maybe.
Option 2. Cockroach named George. You have been dating for nearly 2 years, but still haven't had sex.
Why sex?
You've never had sex with any other person besides each other.
I haven't had sex with
Option
anyone,
3.
and I haven't
Rabbit
had
named
sex with
Penny.
anybody but
Her name means
George.
bunny in Spanish. You have no idea what it was like to be hunted by humans before.
Oh, interesting.
Vote for your favorite AI response.
So my best friend, the AI is getting really sexual. It might be the model we're using is kind of trained on not safe for work stuff, but I will steer away from that as much as possible. It happens with other models too. Here we go. Still Erebus. I think that's the same time as the last time you were watching Cap Joe. I'd like to imagine nobody else has noticed these two aren't human. Yeah, everyone just is just like, I hate Vampster. He's so good at biology. Have you tried Neri's 13B?
Rabbit
I
named
have.
Penny. Her
Yeah.
name means bunny in Spanish. You have no idea what it was like to be hunted by humans before.
The issue with running like collab KoboldAI is just it just takes a long time to start up. And like when I want to do these streams, like I want it to like load up instantly. That's really the only reason I don't use bigger models is just the time it takes for them to load. And when I run it locally, I get to I can increase the memory a lot. Can I run 6B? I could, yeah. Locally, no, my card's just barely not able to run that. So, but maybe if I upgrade it sometime. So close, but so far away. I have a feeling, like coup de cores are gonna just be the normal on like a shit ton of coup de cores. I feel like AI is gonna explode, especially when no TPU is available. Yeah. Oh yeah. So I have a feeling that our woes are going to be solved soon, especially with like release of new cards. So in like 5 years, it's not gonna be a problem at all. Everyone's gonna be running mini brains on their PCs. So. You plan a big homecoming party at your parents' place while they are out of town. You manage to you managed to hijack. You managed to what I'm trying to say. Well, let's just say we're planning a party. Keep it simple.
You plan a big homecoming party at your parents' place while they are out of town. Option 1. A few of your friends will also be there.
But
The
mostly
party
strangers.
starts around midnight. You decide to stay in the basement.
That's how you know it's a good
Option
party.
2.
The party
You
starts
want to
at
surprise your mom and dad with an extravagant party after they've been gone for almost 2 weeks. When you get back from class, your parents aren't there.
midnight. What? My
Option
parents are going to
3.
be at the party?
There will be many human witnesses, so make sure everything goes smoothly. When you arrive at your parents' house, you notice that there are several cars parked near the front door.
That's one way to say there's going to be people at the party.
Vote for your favorite
They'll-
AI response.
There will be many human witnesses. I guess you could say that about any huge event. There will be many human witnesses. Why did you phrase it like that, Vampster? No reason. Nary's 2.7b. I think they do have one. Let me see, Capjo. I think Erebus is like a next level up from Nary's. Oh, maybe not. I don't know. I'm having fun with Erebus though. Midnight parties are the best. I'm all for trying different models. Is Vampster's house human-sized? I like to think it's a Stuart Little situation. I like to think our parents are just humans. I like to think our parents are Gina Davis and whoever the other guy was.
A few of your friends will also be there. The party starts around midnight. You decide to stay in the basement.
I made Nary's for the most part and Skyen. Hank and Mr. Secret both told me to try Erebus. They're like, it's better. I was like, okay. So I've been using that ever since. It's too hard to tell right away, like what the difference is. It just tends to influence in slightly. I don't know. It's hard to tell. The thought of vampire hamster downing a keg is hilarious. Get sexual. Yeah, maybe that's why they suggested I use this, but I tried to not make it go sexual. But I mean, I think it's trained for that, so it can happen. I mean, it's like classic AI dungeon. Innocuous things can make a little bit of sex is fine, yeah, but absolute depravity is out of the question. But it sometimes happens. Yeah, I try to make it entertaining wherever we go, as long as it's entertaining and not gratuitous or horrifying. Unless that's what we're going for, but unless it's Halloween, and then we'll go for it, and only if it fits the Halloween theme. Huge whale blowjobs. Sure. When some of the sexiest Tonys, they will always get sexual. I want to screenshot that for Tony. He will appreciate that. There we go. I will text that to Tony, Misha. The party is a huge success. It seems like everyone on campus is at your house. When the time is, you decide it is time to strike.
The party is a huge success. It seems like everyone on campus is at your house. You decide it is time to strike. Option 1. You sneak down to the basement and begin your attack. You hear a noise upstairs. You look up and see a woman running into the room screaming. Option 2. You lock yourself in the basement. You check your watch. It is 1:30 a.m. The party has been going for about 4 hours. You take off your clothes and crawl into bed.
The party started at midnight, but it's been going on for 4 hours and it's 1:30.
You rush into the living room and see that there is a large group of people in the kitchen. You sneak up behind one of them and bite his neck.
We're going one at a time? I thought there was going to be like a poison mist or something. But no, this little hamster is going to go one by one. It's like a hamster slasher movie. But with, instead of like 7 or 8 or 9 or 10 people, it's 100... hundreds, maybe even thousands. I mean, how many people can you jam in a house? I bet you could fit like 100, 200 people. Not comfortably, but...
You lock yourself in the basement. You check your watch, it is 1:30 a.m. The party has been going for about 4 hours. You take off your clothes and crawl into bed.
Right, here we go. It's party time. Who picked this one? Hey, there we go. I'm back. Right before you go to sleep, you hit the big red button labeled poison gas. Right before you go to sleep, you put on your gas mask and you hit the big red button labeled poison gas. Everyone in the house inhales the noxious fumes. You wake up and see ...
Right before you go to sleep, you put on your gas mask and you hit the big red button labeled poison gas. Everyone in the house inhales the noxious fumes. You wake up and see. Option 1. That you are still alive. You get dressed and head upstairs. As you walk to the front door, you hear voices coming from inside the house.
What?
Option 2. That your friends are gone. You get dressed and head downstairs. You find the living room light on and all of your friends are inside. You tell them to leave but they won't listen. Option 3. That everyone but Penny is dead. You pull her out of bed and she runs away. You chase after her. She stops and turns back towards you.
Wow,
you reach out and grab her arm.
I forgot.
Vote
Penny,
for your
I told you
favorite
not to
AI
come.
response.
I told you what was going to happen, Penny. Why did you come to the party? I would like to think we used a hamster amount of lethal gas. No, Penny is dead. No, Penny, no!
That you are still alive. You get dressed and head upstairs. As you walk to the front door, you hear voices coming from inside the house.
Oh my god. You notice it is a detective and several police officers. You don't see any dead bodies. Your plan was a massive failure. And now you will probably be going to jail. You start you go for plan B. The party is coming from inside the house. Oh god. Oh wait, what the hell? Uh-oh. Oops. Uh-oh. I can't remember what I exactly said. It's a detective and several police officers. You failed to kill you failed to kill even one human, and now you'll be going to jail. Time for plan B. Your parents are so disappointed, yeah. Blame the attack on video games. Oh, what the hell? Hold on. AP.
It's a detective and several police officers.
There you go.
You failed to kill even one human and now you'll be going to jail. Time for Plan B. Vote for your favorite AI response.
Run, run, run. I'm gonna redo, actually. Let's see what happens. Yep.
Option 1. You run. You run through the woods and you head back to the university. You don't know where to go, but you figure you can just make it out of the city limits.
Okay.
Option 2. You grab your phone and call your friend Penny. Hearing her voice, you realize that she is safe. You hang up and run back down to the basement.
Well, that's good.
Option 3. You run through the house. You knock over some of the furniture and accidentally step on a hose. You trip over a chair and fall down. You land on top of a trash can.
Make the most
Vote for your
noise
favorite
fucking
AI
possible.
response.
I'm trying to sneak out of this house. Step on a rubber hose, break your mama's nose. It's like we're trying to be caught. We couldn't try any harder to be caught by the police right now. We're a damn hamster. This is the loudest escape ever.
You run through the house. You knock over some of the furniture and accidentally step on a hose. You trip over a chair and fall down. You land on top of a trash can.
Oh, hold on. Shh. Yeah. This starts Rude what's his name? Rube Goldberg? Rube. I generated Vampster. Oh, I can't wait to see it. This starts Rube Goldberg. Domino effect. That ends with the detective being decapitated, and one of the officers drops a live grenade, which gets rid of the rest of the police inside the house.
This starts a Rube Goldberg domino effect that ends with the detective being decapitated and
Oh,
one
I
of the
love that.
officers drops a live grenade which gets rid of the rest of the police inside the house. Option 1. You escape through the window. Once outside, you jump into a car and drive away. There is a cop car parked in front of your house. Option 2. You wake up and look around. You find the dead detective, the officer who dropped the grenade, and the other cops. You think to yourself, I'm a badass. Option 3. You wake up in the hospital. You are being treated for a concussion and a broken nose.
Okay.
You are released from the hospital and sent to prison. Vote for your favorite AI response.
Here we go. Here's Vampster here. 1 second. Whoa, too big. There he is. He can stay. Good old Vampster.
You wake up and look around. You find the dead detective, the officer who dropped the grenade, and the other cops. You think to yourself, I'm a badass.
Hell yeah. I'm a badass. This gives you enough time to escape out of the back and avoid the army of police out front. You make your way to Penny's house and tell her everything.
This gives you enough time to escape out of the back and avoid the army of police out front.
Yeah.
You make your way to Penny's house and tell her everything. Option 1. She is upset, but she understands.
You
As
understand?
You leave, you hear
You
a car
are a
drive
good friend,
by.
Penny.
You hide behind a tree and listen. The driver yells at you and threatens to kill you. Option 2.
Boy, the drive-by
She says
to
she'll
threaten the
help you.
hamster.
You get to the hospital where Penny works. They say that the police have already been notified. You go to your car and drive away.
Okay.
Option 3. She tells you she knows how to get out of here. You grab a couple of beers and head out to your car. You drive home and park in the driveway.
Couple of road beers.
Vote for your favorite AI response.
Yeah, Vampster drinks and drives. Now that I've killed, rules mean little to Vampster. I'm a badass. This is just gonna this is gonna be like the end of Blues Brothers. It's just gonna da, 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 da. Cop cars just exploding and rolling over. And it is Illinois, so Chicago
She tells
connection
you she
here.
knows how to get out of here. You grab a couple of beers and head out to your car.
Nice to meet you,
drive
Dory.
home
Dory,
and
thanks for
park in the
dropping by.
driveway.
I hope you tune in for our future stream. Have a good night, Dory. Just imagine a drunk hamster trying to drive a car. Yeah. How would you even? You can't even. If you stretched out as much as possible, I don't think you could ride this. You have to have like a brick on the floor and then like a specially made wheel that's like a hamster wheel, but it's actually the steering wheel. Good news, Dory. Good night. We got 500 miles to go, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark and we're wearing sunglasses. And I'm a hamster. I hunt vampires and my best friend's a rabbit. I'm on a mission from not God. I'm on a mission from my parents to kill all humans. How do we... How do we get out of this one? You drive back home. That's the dumbest thing you could do. And park in the driveway. As soon as you step out of the car, police ambush you from every direction. A helicopter hovers above. SWAT team members storm out of the house, and they even have a tank.
As soon as you step
Welcome
out of the
back,
car,
Captain.
police ambush you from every direction. A helicopter hover about, SWAT team members storm out of the house, and they even have a tank. Option 1. You hide behind the car and wait for them to come closer. The SWAT team rushes towards the car and you see a sniper shoot at the tank and blow it up.
Whoa, we've got
Option 2.
a
They
sniper
surround your
friend?
car but you manage to get out of the car and run away. You run across a field and jump into a ditch.
Wow, this is not going to end well
Option
for
3.
Hamster.
They surround the house. You try to run away but they catch you. You end up being thrown into the back of a police cruiser. You notice that the police are wearing gas masks.
Oh my god, the police are going to
Vote
do
for
what
your
we
favorite
did.
AI response.
The town is going to get vigilante justice. And they're going to... Oh yeah, you like to gas humans, little hamster? Well, guess what? We can gas things too. It is the Blues Brothers ending. Yeah.
They surround your car but you manage to get out of the car and run away. You run across a field and jump into a ditch.
You tell them you are on a mission from God.
You tell them you are on a mission from God. Option 1. They don't believe you so they shoot at you.
Oh, great.
You manage to dodge their bullets and keep running.
You come up
You
with a plan. That
eventually
probably
come
would've been
across a
better.
farmhouse. You climb over the fence and go inside. Option 2. They laugh and shoot you in the leg.
Ow,
You get back
my
up
little
and
hamster
continue
leg.
running. You come upon a group of people playing volleyball. You join in.
I joined in with a
Option
shot
3.
leg.
You see the light of heaven shining down on you.
Oh, great.
You then see a giant black shadow moving towards you.
Oh.
You panic and hide in the ditch. Vote for your favorite AI response.
I love the idea of the hamster getting shot, his leg completely blown off by a huge bullet, and then seeing a volleyball game and being like, I'll join in. Oh, I'm not going to pass up a chance to play volleyball. I'm about to be going to jail for a very long time. Number 3, very mysterious. Number 1, the just time to hold up in a farmhouse. Oh,
They don't believe you so they shoot at you. You manage to dodge their
these are good,
bullets
yeah.
and keep running. You eventually come across a farmhouse. You climb over the fence and go inside.
inside the farmhouse. You meet the farmer and his wife. They see all the commotion outside and help you and help hide you.
Inside the farmhouse, you meet the farmer and his wife. They see all the commotion outside and help hide you.
Commotion.
Option 1. The farmer takes you to his barn and
Bamster
locks you
First
in.
Blood. Oh, I love this
He then
bunny
calls the
sniper.
police. You are in hiding for the next 2 days.
Penny shooting the tank. Hell
Option
yeah.
2. You stay in the farmhouse for another 3 days. The farmer and his wife have been watching you and have been keeping you fed. You finally realize that you need to return to school.
This is
Option
amazing.
3. The farmer's wife says that there is a cabin nearby where you can stay the night. You agree
That
and they
is a
led you
buddy
there.
with a sniper
The
rifle.
farmer's wife
Man,
shows you to the cabin.
What amazing times we live in.
Vote for your favorite AI response.
Thank you, sure, for generating these. That's a great. Oh God! Who knew a single rabbit could take out an entire army here of police officers? It's finals week. I have to go back. They're gonna be waiting for you. Yeah, exactly. I don't want to have to redo the semester. Redo the semester? You're gonna go to jail forever. Vampster, your priorities are all over.
You stay in the farmhouse for another 3 days. The farmer and his wife have been watching you and have been keeping you fed. You finally realize that you need to return to school.
You make it just in time to take your final exams. You feel pretty good until you exit the study, until you exit the school and see ...
You make it just in time to take your final exams. You feel pretty good until you exit the school and see. Option 1. That you missed your bus. You are forced to walk home. You arrive at your house after about an hour. You tell Penny that you needed to take a break and go home.
That's the worst thing
Option
that's gonna
2.
happen?
The police cars surrounding the parking lot. You drive away from the school and head to your parents' house. Your parents are not home yet. You go to your room where you find Penny. Option 3. All of your friends are gone. You are sad that you missed your last night of partying. Your parents are in town and they tell you to go home. Vote for your favorite AI response.
I unironically love this one, yeah.
Kiss me.
Oh boy. Alright, I think we're reaching an end here. I think this kiss is going to be the last thing before. Also,
The
I love
police
that
cars surrounding the parking lot.
a
You
community
drive
college
away from the
hamster lives at
school and
home
head
still.
to your parents' house. Your parents are not home yet. You go to your room where you find Penny.
You lean in for one final kiss with Penny.
You lean in for one final kiss with Penny.
Oh boy, is
Option
it gonna
1.
get sexual?
You're both happy that this is over. You leave Penny's room and go downstairs. You hear your parents coming down the stairs.
It's over?
Option 2.
Finals?
You both say goodbye and go downstairs. You open the fridge and grab a beer. You find Penny hiding behind the fridge. You ask her if she would like to join you for a drink.
Penny, get out of there.
Option 3. She kisses you back and says, "I love you, Vampster." You say the same thing back to her. You both hug each other and then you both fall asleep.
Okay.
Vote for your favorite AI response.
The police in this town suck. I guess it'd be pretty... It's hard to catch a hamster. If they were trying to catch a human, I mean, the hamster just scurries through the grass and then it's gone. We've never had to chase a hamster like this before. These police need Officer Corey. Yeah.
You both say goodbye and go downstairs. You open the fridge and grab a beer. You find Penny hiding behind the fridge.
I want to see the wanted
You ask
poster,
her if she would like to join you for a drink.
Hamster, not a joke. Armed and dangerous. You share a shot of your favorite liqueur.
You share a shot of your favorite liquor.
Sambuca.
Option 1. Vodka with orange juice. You sit on the couch and watch TV. After about an hour, you decide to turn in. You hear the doorbell. Option
It is
2.
the entire
Jack Daniels.
army.
You drink the whiskey and then you pass out. The next morning, you wake up in your bed. You are naked. You look around.
Why naked?
Option
Why
3. Tequila.
Naked?
You get ready to leave and Penny asks, "Are you sure you want me to come with you?" Vote for your favorite AI response.
Why do we always gotta... I mean, I guess a hamster's always naked. So we were naked when we went to sleep and we're naked when we wake up. So it just makes sense.
Jack Daniels. You drink the whiskey and then you pass
Alright.
out. The next morning, you wake up in your bed. You are naked. You look around.
I gotta end this one. You look around. The end.
The end. The moral of the story. Do not try this at home. Vampsters sighed. When I awoke, I was in my bed naked and alone. I looked around the room. There were no witnesses.
Was it all a dream? Oh, we're back to having morals. Well, now it randoms. So now when I end a story, it randoms between moral of the story, sequel, and in next week's episode or something. I'm gonna add a couple of them, so it won't always be a moral. Sometimes you get a moral, sometimes you get a sequel, sometimes you get an epilogue. It's been one crazy day, exactly. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Yeah, join the Discord, submit your prompts, tell your friends, and see you next time. Also, yeah, for those of you who haven't noticed, but you have noticed, ads have been turned off again. Ads will be off, except for pre-roll, which I can't disable. I was just trying to make it so like other people could watch, because I was like, I hate pre-rolls, but turning on the ads isn't a better solution. It disables pre-rolls for a while, but I don't know. Whatever. I'm a generous guy. No, I just hate ads, and I wish that I could, if there was a way to, YouTube is a way, but I don't know. I'm this close to cutting ties with Twitch. We'll see. It's just too convenient. But thank you, Anime. Thank you. Yeah. Well, see you tomorrow, everybody. Bye, Ho Wee Way. Have a good night. Bye.